So once we upload the data set, we can create a config for the model which we want to train. So let's say we create a config for MSGP algorithm for training this model. So we create MSGP winter config. Then we set the description for this model config. So let's say we set it to MSGP model with max height 4 over here, and we choose the algorithm to MSGP, and we select the type to train, and then we create the config. So once we create the config, we can see over here that there are properties for this config which we can change. So let's say we can set the population size, we can change the epochs, we can also change the max height, which is the height for the symbolic expression trees. So we set the max height to 4 over here. Then we can also change the time, the size, test size over here, and we can also change the functions which we want to use for the symbolic expressions. So these are the functions which will appear in the symbolic expressions, and so we can also set seed value over here. So we save the config, and once we have set the values to our desired ones, we can continue to sessions. So for sessions, we can create two types of sessions. One is a train session and another is the test session. So we create a train session first to train the model. So we set the session's name over here, let's say to MSGP winter train session, because this is a training session, and we set the algorithm to MSGP, and we select the type to train because this is a training session, and then we also select the configuration to the one which we recently created, and we select the dataset which we had uploaded recently to train this model, and we select the target label to electricity, which is the one which we want to predict with this model. So we create this training session. So once this training session is created, we start the training we start the training. So the training is running, as we can see. So once the training completes, we will get the model expression. So like we see over here, we have the training is completed, and these are the features which have been used to train the model, and this is the train size, the test size, and this is the best model found in the training, and these are the matrix that have been for this model, which have been obtained for this training. So this is how how we get the trained models. So now once we have completed the training, in the training session, we can create a test session. So we again go to the sessions tab and create another new session. So when we create a new session, we can create a test session with whichever symbolic expressions we have generated with training the model. So we create a test session over here, and we select the algorithm which we have trained our model on. So we select MSGP, and the type we select to test this time because this is a testing session, and data set we select the test data set, and the target label will be electricity again because we have trained our model on electricity, and the training session which we want to test our models from, and these are the expressions which have been generated by the training session which we just trained, and as we can see over here, there are multiple expressions which have been generated, model expressions. So we can select any one or more models to test over the testing data set. So let's say we select this model and we create the testing session. So now once we create the testing session, we can just start the test to get the test results. So like we see over here, we get the test results. These are the matrix, like the RMSE, the MSE, the MAE for the model which we selected from the training session. And as we see over here, these are the result values which we got, and this is the expression which we used and the matrix we get. So this is how we can just train and test a model over the data set. We can use different configs, algorithms, and we can train and test the models.